Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have my top 5 most used bags of 2019. And I'm so glad I decided to do this video because I feel like I learned a lot. I feel like I was able to kind of take stock of what I'm using, what I'm not using enough, and just really get a feel of what's working for me in my collection and what's not. And I think I want to do this exercise each year just to kind of gauge what's different from year to year, if there's bags that I'm using more now, or if there's bags that I'm not using as much, and just kind of get a feel for how my collection's working for me. And while I was picking out my top 5 most used bags of 2019, I actually discovered a few different patterns, and I find them pretty interesting. So if you're interested in learning more about my 5 most used bags of 2019 and what I learned, keep watching. But if you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Anne. I make weekly fashion and lifestyle videos, and I would love for you to consider subscribing. Okay, let's get into the video. Okay, really quickly before I show you my first bag, one thing that I thought was very interesting was that when I decided to do this video, I actually was not at home at the time. And so I started brainstorming in my head, what my top 5 most used bags were. And it was really hard for me to think about that and picture them when I wasn't looking at them, which was very strange and interesting to me. But when I did go home and I looked at the bags, it became a little bit more clear, and I did learn, which made me very happy, that I do remember wearing most of the bags multiple times throughout the year, so that made me very happy. Of course, there are definitely some bags in my collection that are not getting as much love as they should, and that did make me very sad. So that is a goal of mine for 2020, just to make sure that I am rotating my bags and to make sure that all my bags are getting the love that they should. Okay, so we are gonna count down to my most used bag of 2019, so that will be the last one I show you. But first up, we have my Chanel wallet on chain in black caviar and gold hardware. And this Chanel wallet on chain currently retails in the United States for $2,500. I've had this bag for 4 or 5 years now, and I have worn it a ton. It's really relaxed and become a lot more squishy. And I especially love this bag for travel just because it is so small and compact. It's really easy for you to take anywhere. You can even fit it inside of another bag that you want to bring with you because it's just so small, and I just love to bring it with me when I travel. Just because it goes from day to night so easy. You can wear it all day crossbody, and then you can wear it as a clutch out for dinner later. And I've been bringing this bag with me a lot this year when I've been traveling, especially because I've been going to a lot of weddings, and this bag is perfect for when you're traveling to weddings because you can do casual things with it. You can wear it crossbody. It does not look out of place with just jeans and a t-shirt. And then of course it looks wonderful as well when you're dressing it up, like when you're wearing it as clutch to a wedding. So this bag has come in very, very handy for me this year. And I really did travel a lot in 2019. And in general, this bag is just a great travel bag for me. I usually bring a couple bags with me when I'm traveling, usually a larger bag and then this guy. And it's just great because after a few days sometimes of carrying a larger bag, it usually starts to hurt my shoulders, especially if I'm doing a lot of touristy things. And then maybe by day 3, I'm ready to change into a smaller bag. And this is just perfect. So I've been getting a lot of wear out of this bag, and I suspect that 2020 will be no different. My next most used bag of 2019 is another wallet on chain, and is my Gucci Marmont wallet on chain. And this is in the rose beige color, I believe. It's pretty much a nude pinky color, and it's just the most beautiful nude color. I feel like it goes with so many things. Unfortunately, I'm not sure if they still make this color in the wallet on chain. I've been looking on Gucci's website and a few other websites recently to try to find this exact one. And of course I see the black and the red and a few others, but I haven't seen this color lately, so I'm not sure if they discontinued it or not. It's really unfortunate if they did because it's just the most beautiful nude. I actually did a review on this bag previously, so I'll link that down below in the description box. So I purchased this wallet on chain a few years ago, and I purchased the wallet on chain instead of the Gucci Marmont flap just because I wanted to save some money. I thought that this might be a pretty trendy bag, so I didn't want to spend too much money on it. So I'm really glad that I ended up getting the wallet on chain version. I absolutely love it, and the price is a lot more palatable on this bag than it is on the Gucci Marmont flat bag. This retails in the United States for $1,450. And I think one reason why I've been getting so much wear out of this bag this year is because I'm very cognizant of the fact that this might not be a forever bag. And I know it's very trendy right now, but I'm not sure how long I will have in my collection. Right now, it's not going anywhere, but just in case for the future, I want to make sure that I get as much wear out of this bag now as I can. My next most used bag of 2019 is my Louis Vuitton NeoNoe. The Louis Vuitton NeoNoe retails in the United States for $1,650. And I previously did a review on this bag, so if you're interested, I'll link it below in the description box. And I have mine in the monogram with the black leather trim. I love this bag. My fiance bought it for me a few years ago when we were still living in San Francisco, right after it launched. And as soon as I saw this bag, I knew I loved it. This bag is amazing. It carries everything that you need and more. And it goes with everything. It really does. And I think that that is why I've gotten so much wear out of it. Just because it's such an easy bag to grab and go. You don't have to think about downsizing in this bag. You don't really need to think about if it matches or not because you know it just goes. And I can also see myself getting a lot of use out of this in 2020. I don't think this bag is going anywhere. I really think that this might be a forever bag in my collection just because I think that it is so classic looking. Bucket bags are very classic. And I think that this bag in particular is classic because it is not the traditional bucket bag style, in my opinion. It's not completely circular. I think the fact that it is a little bit more rectangular in nature makes it a little bit more wearable, makes it a little bit more versatile, more like a tote bag. There may be another NeoNoe in the future. We'll see. There's so many beautiful canvas and color combinations now, and yeah, we'll see. Maybe another one in the future. My next most used bag of 2019 is my Pochette Metis in the reverse monogram. And this bag, I love this bag so much. I recently did a video about how I fell back in love with this bag. I hadn't been using it for a while, and then I took it on a trip with me and I remembered all the reasons why I love it. I'll link that video down below for you too if you're interested, but I have been wearing this bag non-stop lately, non-stop, and I remember all the reasons why I love it. It's just so practical. It fits so much. The organization inside of it, the fact that it has all the compartments in it and that you can just divide up all your items and find them so easily, see them at a glance. As soon as you open the bag, you can see everything. It's amazing. So I am very happy that I rediscovered this bag. I don't see this going anywhere anytime soon. I see this being a staple in my collection in 2020 as well. And I'm actually considering adding another Pochette Metis in the future just because I do love this bag so much. So that's something I've been thinking about, and only time will tell. We'll see. Okay, so my top most used bag of 2019 is my Louis Vuitton Palm Springs Mini. This bag is amazing. I love, love, love this bag. I got it a few years ago when I was traveling in Portland. This is one of those bags where I started using immediately. Sometimes when I get a new bag, I let it sit for a little bit, I get used to it, but this I started wearing right away. It's such a great bag. It fits so much for a mini bag. It's very deceiving how much this fits in it. I will say that the one annoying thing is that the zipper is a little bit rough to open. I know that Louis Vuitton recently introduced a new model of this, which does not have the canvas lip over the zipper, and it makes it a lot easier to open. I think it's good and bad about the zipper. I know that some people really like the fact that it is harder to open, just in case you're wearing it on your back, that it's hard for people to get into. But I know it's also kind of a pain, and people are very excited that they came out with the new model. I'm still okay with this. I'm perfectly happy with it. I did have a problem once with the zipper tab here. It broke off, and I actually brought it into Louis Vuitton and they were able to fix it for me on the spot and just put a new one on. So that was great. And I get a lot of wear out of it, especially in the summer, just because it's such an easy bag to wear. I think it looks great with dresses. I love wearing this with athleisure. It pretty much goes with everything. It's a great travel bag, and I love this bag. And the fact that it is the monogram with the black leather, I love that combination just because it is so worry-free. You don't have to worry about vachetta, you don't have to worry about patina or anything like that. This is another bag that I think could be easily in my top 5 for next year as well, just because I don't see myself getting tired of this bag anytime soon. Every time I look at it, I just think it's so adorable and so cute. And it's just one of those perfect errand bags too that you just throw on and it holds everything you need. And yeah, and I love the fact that you can wear it in so many different ways. I love to wear this crossbody, but the fact that you are able to wear it in more than one way and you are able to wear it as a backpack, I just think is great. And this bag definitely deserves its #1 spot on my list. Okay, so looking back on my top 5 most used bags of 2019, I see a little bit of a pattern. And that is, I clearly love Monogram with black leather. There's just something about it, and I think also there's something about how durable these Louis Vuitton bags are. They're just so easy to not think about anything, to just grab them and not worry about where am I going? Am I going to a place where I can't put my bag on the floor? Are we going somewhere where I might be brushing up against a lot of people? There's just all these factors that kind of just go out the window when you choose a Louis Vuitton canvas bag to wear. And I guess I didn't realize how much being carefree really matters to me. And I really think that that shows by the choices of the bags that I picked. I think the Wallet on Chain by Chanel is also super durable. That's another bag that I don't worry about at all when I'm wearing it. And this exercise also made me think about what bags were not in my top 5. And honestly, all of my most expensive bags were not in my top 5. And I don't know if that has to do primarily with the price tag of the bag, if I'm more wary of using them just because they cost so much. So that's something I'm really going to have to think about for the next year, because I don't want to be buying really expensive bags if I'm not using them, of course. Another thing that I noticed was that my Holy Grail bag, my Chanel medium large classic flap, was not in my top 5. And that made me really sad because that had always been my dream bag. I'd wanted that bag for so long, and the fact that it's not in my top 5 most used bags kind of made me sad. So that's definitely a bag that I want to try to utilize more in 2020. Okay guys, that does it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and I would love for you to consider subscribing down below. Okay, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.